because the public was not informed of their records of corruption in office, and as a result, those elections were not remotely competitive.
Was the media informed? Did you sue the New York Times?
The media has been fully informed over the years of what Eliot Spitzer and Hillary Clinton have been doing, but have not reported knowingly, deliberately, and the situation with the New York Times reached such a level of fraud on the public that, yes, we have sued the New York Times, a litigation ongoing. It is the first lawsuit ever to be brought against media for journalistic fraud, and specifically election rigging. And what we have said is that as a pattern in practice, the New York Times does not report honestly, accurately, as to the processes of judicial selection and discipline, the corruption of these processes, and the corruption of these processes involve public officers, and among them has been Eliot Spitzer, Hillary Clinton. Their record has gone unexamined, not just by the New York Times, but the other media as well, which is why I'm here. Mm-hmm. So now you want to know something about the evidence. Yep. And what Senator Clinton has been doing. Well, I should identify first that everything that I say is fully documented, and the documentation is posted on our website, which is www.judgewatch.org. That's the website of the Center for Judicial Accountability. There is a sidebar panel entitled Press Suppression, and you can see in a special topics section a topic as to the press protectionism of Senator Clinton, as well as other public officers, but specifically Senator Clinton is what we're talking about here. There is also a sidebar panel, Elections 2006, informing the voters, and you can see how her ability to run for presidency was shaped years ago, including in 2006 when she enjoyed a landslide victory over her Republican opponent. That was, again, engineered by the press, because the press would not report on her record in office with respect to judicial selection and discipline. Okay, so now let's get to specifics as to what you will see on the site.
If somebody that doesn't have a lot of knowledge of law, how would you explain the magnitude of what Hillary Clinton did wrong? You know, in simple terms, what did she do wrong?
She's a public officer. We have elected her to safeguard our rights and our welfare. As a senator, she has powerful responsibilities. For example, this is clearest, perhaps, with respect to federal judicial selection. Federal judges are appointed by the President, but they are approved by the Senate with the advice and consent of the Senate, and the process goes through the Senate Judiciary Committee. But even before the nomination is made by the President, there are behind closed doors deals made by the senators with the President to secure nominations. And in 2003, a nomination was made of Richard Wesley to the Second Circuit Court of Appeals. Richard Wesley was a judge on New York's highest state court, the New York Court of Appeals, and he was nominated by the President of the United States, and the background to that nomination is shrouded in total secrecy because notwithstanding our home state senators, Senator Clinton, Senator Schumer, purport to have some sort of process of screening, they will not divulge any information as to how it works, who is involved, but they were contributors behind the scenes to this nomination, which when it was announced, we immediately advised each of the senators, as likewise the Senate Judiciary Committee, of the serious and substantial nature of our opposition to his confirmation to the federal bench. This opposition rested on his corruption, demonstrated corruption in office, sitting on the New York Court of Appeals in two important public interest lawsuits involving the public's rights. One of those lawsuits was a lawsuit which I brought to the New York Court of Appeals. It was a lawsuit suing the New York State Commission on Judicial Conduct for corruption.
What did you